Chapter 19. Marked by fire. Smoke hung in the trees long after the Inquisitor fell. His body lay twisted near the roots of an old oak, cloak still smoldering where the fire had struck. But the flames hadn't touched the trees, or the ground, or Cassian, only him. Decima stared at her hand. Her skin wasn't burned. No blood, no bruises. But the light beneath her skin was brighter now. Not just gold, not just red. Something in between. Cassian stepped back from her slowly. What the hell was that? I don't know, she said truthfully. But she did. Somewhere inside, deep beneath the fire and the shard and even her own voice, something had answered. It hadn't just protected her. It had claimed her. Cassian shook his head. That wasn't dragonfire. It wasn't witchcraft either. It felt wrong. Decima looked at him. It didn't feel wrong to me. A moment passed. Then Sarenfe moved through the clearing, slow and cautious, her wings half furled. Her eyes locked on Decima, not cold, not cruel, but measured. You are changing, she said, and I no longer know what into. Decima didn't argue. She didn't know either. But she felt it now, a rhythm in her blood, a shadow in the flame. And far beneath the ground, the dragon that waited was no longer sleeping. They didn't speak again until the body was buried. Cassian insisted on it. Not out of mercy, but respect for the old ways. Even inquisitors were given the rights, not for their sake, but for the land's. Decima stood at the edge of the clearing, her hands clasped behind her back, watching the last of the soil fall. The air still smelled of scorched magic. Her palms still tingled from the strike. She hadn't cast that spell, she had become it. Cassian wiped his hands on his cloak, then turned to her. You need to tell me the truth. She didn't answer. He took a step closer. Is there anything of you left in there? That landed harder than she expected. I'm still me, she said softly. Are you? His voice didn't rise, but the edge in it cut deeper than any shout. Because you didn't hesitate. You didn't flinch. That man wasn't just incinerated, he was chosen by whatever answered you. I didn't choose him, she whispered. No, he said, but something in you did. Behind them, Sarenfe remained still, silent as stone. Then Decima felt it. Heat, but not from her shard, not from the forest, from her skin. She pulled back her sleeve and gasped. A mark had appeared on the inside of her forearm, thin, jagged, shaped like a spiral of flame wrapped in a claw. It glowed softly. Cassian took a step back. What is that? Sarenfe spoke before Decima could. A fire mark. No witch has worn one since before the council rose. It means one thing. Cassian's eyes narrowed. What? She's been chosen, not by a dragon, but by fire itself. The mark pulsed. Not painfully, but deeply, like something old was testing the edges of her body, seeing how much of it still belonged to her. Decima stared at the spiral of flame on her forearm, mesmerized by the way it seemed to shift beneath her skin like smoke trapped in glass. Then it burned. Just for a moment. Not hot, but bright. So bright her vision blurred, and suddenly, she wasn't standing in the forest anymore. She saw the gate. Not how it had been. How it would be. Open, cracked wide at the center, flames spiraling through the trees, and the earth itself splitting to make way. The dragon's voice rumbled beneath the soil. Not roaring, not begging. Just speaking. You carry what was lost. You are the bridge. The firebound. She snapped back with a gasp. Cassian was beside her, hand on her arm, eyes wide. What did it do to you? Decima looked at him, breathing hard. It showed me what's coming. We don't have time for what's coming. The council will send more, stronger, smarter. I can't leave yet. You don't have a choice. She stepped away. Yes, I do. That's the point. I've been told what to do since I was born, by witches, by elders, by magic that only half understood me. But this knows me. Sarenfe's tail lashed once behind her. And what will knowing cost you? Decima didn't answer, because she already knew. Everything. The fire mark pulsed again, not a flash this time, but a low hum that threaded through Decima's spine and into the ground beneath her. She didn't need to look toward the gate to know. It was calling. Cassian watched her carefully, calculating. His hand hovered near the blade at his hip, but he didn't draw it. Not out of fear, out of restraint. I'll help you, he said finally. Decima blinked. What? I'll help you open it. All the way, but on one condition. She stared at him. What condition? That I bind the flame, he said. Not you. Her stomach turned. You want to control it. I want to survive it. And if you walk through that gate unanchored, you won't come back the same. You might not come back at all. Sarenfe stepped between them, eyes glowing like lanterns. You speak as if anchoring fire will tame it. But fire does not kneel. It remembers, and it chooses again. Cassian's jaw clenched, but he said nothing. The wind shifted. No, not wind, a sound. Low, deep, like stones grinding against one another beneath the soil. Decima turned toward the trees, toward the path back to the gate. The mark on her arm burned. The gate was calling. Not through visions, not through dreams, through sound, and she was the only one who could hear it now.